Hello guys, and how's it going? This is Niku-sama, aka Jelly, and I'm bringing you another One Piece match. On the right here we have Scrapduck playing Nami, and on the left we have me playing Enel. I'm counting my deck because when I power shuffled, I think I came out with a weird number, but it ended up working out and I had 50 cards, so I was like, huh, okay. We did do a die roll, he won it. I just cut it out because I did do a whole count and everything to figure out how many cards I had. But yeah, he won. He decided to go first, and I am going second. We both also mulligan, so we're just kind of playing what we have. We both pass our first turns doing nothing to play. My hand is pretty stacked on no counter cards. But yeah, his 3-Don turn, he goes Sanji's peel off, drawing 2, and I just go ahead and swing 5 into his life, going into my second turn, play a Sanji, and I pass it here. Alright, let's see what Scrapduck decides to do. Again, this is just a casual match. We did some deck changes and we decided to, try out some new things, getting ready for the next tournament on Tuesday, which I believe at the time of this video going up is today. Alright, so he goes Sanji's peel off, draws 2, passes turn back to me. Now, my 6-on turn, looking at my hand, I did not have anything to really play. So I go ahead and I'm thinking here, like, man, do I go 6-6? Do I go 7-5? Do I go... What do I do here? He has 2 Dons, so I know I could probably get 2 events out of his hand if I go 2 6s. And I go ahead and I do this. I get 1 rubber band, and then I get a gavel. And I'm like, man, okay, got him to over counter, so let's go ahead and play the ohm. Let's hope and pray that I get a dog. And I actually got 2 more ohms in that search, which really sucked with no dog in hand. This was just, it was not good. I think that power shuffle might have messed me up. He goes 1 for Daz Bones, goes ahead and picks up a gavel, goes another Daz Bones, and picks up a rubber band. Like, man, I just worked to get those events out, and he just got them right back. But the good thing is I am getting more swings. He drops a Boodle for 2, swings 5 at my Sanji. I give him a 1k counter of a Shirahoshi. But now I'm finally at a position where I want to be. I can now play my big bodies. So seeing here, I go ahead and I swing 5 into life, gives me the rubber band again, and I go 5 into life, and I'm hoping if he gives me the gavel, I know he has no events in hand. So he goes ahead, he taps 1, and he does drop the gavel, and I'm like, okay, cool, that means this Enel swing should hit, no matter what I do. So I go ahead and I go 6, and he goes ahead and takes it, and I'm like, nice, and I go 7 with Enel just to keep the pressure up, and he boodle blocks to mill 1 more card. This is a turn I really liked because I was able to get both the known events out of his hand, which kind of telegraphs to me that maybe he's running out of events and he needs to figure out what to do here. He Kayas, draws 2, trashes 2, he gets rid of a Mellow, which I kind of love to see, but he only has 3 cards in hand, so it leads me to think, like, what is in your hand? Oh, he does take it back and he drops the gavel. Again, guys, this is just a friendly match. Then you realize, like, oh, the Mellow is actually live here. And he goes Zeph, so he can mill 2 and get the Kaya back, so he gets to keep the counter in hand. And he has 3 events up, so does he drop the Kaya again, or no? Let's see what he decides to do here. He goes 5 into the Sanji. I give him another 1k because I am not actually able to KO the Zeph with the Gadatsu, and at this point I'm not going to be playing him. So it looks like I'm contemplating the Yamato here. I also have a Thunderbolt, so I could go either route to clear the Zeph. But I decided to just do some poking first. I go Gadatsu, making him get rid of the known Mellow. Wasn't supposed to be known, but yeah. Go 6, get rid of the known Kaya, that is actually supposed to be known. I go 7, he takes it, which makes me think he has a 7k counter in hand. I go ahead and pop the Zeph because I just don't want to deal with it. I want to swing with the Sanji, and I don't want to have to do anything here. But I actually do fear Usopp the god, so I actually do end up leaving up the Sanji anyway, so it doesn't really matter. He goes another peel off. That's 3 peel offs, man, and he trashed 1 earlier off the rubber band, so at least I know at this point I'm done with the peel offs. But man, that is a lot of cards he drew off of that, and his life is still looking healthy and his deck is looking pretty small. He swings 6 into life. I'm like, man, he might be baiting out the Usopp here, but I'll go ahead and 2k counter because I don't want to give him any more additional cards than he needs. My field is looking really, really big right now, though. And I'm just assessing the board. I'm like, oh man, I forgot this. So let's see. I have 10 Dawn, and he's got 3 life, no blocker, and he has a bunch of events. And I have to just think here how I want to do this. So I go ahead and I swing 9 into life. I'm trying to force out a bunch of cards. He goes Mellow to meet. I'm swinging 9. Oh, and he actually discarded a card under the Mellow. I forgot. He goes Buggy and Deathwink, so that way he can draw cards. For the 9k swing, I go 7 in. He takes it. It's a Deathwink, but he's thinking about how he wants to use it. Let's see. She tries to put the Enel back, and I let him know. I'm like, oh, if you do this, I'm just going to burn a life. He's like, oh, yeah, you're right. Never mind. But I did see that the 7 went through, so I go 7 again, and then I just play the Sanji. I kind of was happy that he bounced the Sanji back, because I was contemplating whether I was going to keep the Sanji up or not, because I know he has Rush Usopp's in his deck. It's just kind of the play that they go for now, and I'm like, man, at least this made it to where I know I'm not swinging. He swings 6 into the Ohm, and I don't really want to counter out of it, because I think I have game on board with or without it. So I go ahead and I go ahead and Thunderbolt the Boodle, because I don't want him to soak up an attack. And yeah, so I'm looking here. It's looking like a pretty good situation for me to be in. I go 7 to see if he has it, and he does. He has a Mellow, so he draws a card. I'm like, okay, 9. And I see if he takes this, I know I can all in him. If he doesn't take this, he has something. So he doesn't take it. He goes All Stars, and I'm like, ah, come on. Like, drawing 2 cards is so bad for me right now. Let's just see. So he rubber bands. He goes Mellow, which gets him out of the swing, I believe. And with 2 Dawn left, I'm like, I don't know if I can pass here. He's getting really low. So I go ahead, I do one more 9k swing, and he taps 1. He goes Spada for 2. He needs 3 more k to get out of it, and let's see, he goes boom, and drops it. He did have the Usopp. My fear was not for nothing, and I barely squeaked that win out. His let's see how many cards he has left, actually. I think he said like 9 or 10. I'm not really sure. But man, really close game. Good game with Scrap Duck. Always fun to have matches with you. But yeah, we're gonna do some more play testing with some of these decks, and I hope everybody enjoys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. You guys have a good one, and peace.